Weight is a very sensitive topic to many. Losing the weight can be hard, but maintaining the weight loss is usually harder. In fact, statistics shows that more than 80% of people usually gain back the weight immediately after losing it. So why is this so? My name is Lilian Momina. I'm a clinical nutritionist, and I'm going to take us through some of the reasons as to why you are finding it hard to maintain the weight loss. And stick around until the end, because I'll be giving us some few tips here and there on how to maintain the weight loss regardless of what you have been doing. So there are several facts about the human body weight. Fact number one is that the body is able to maintain the same set weight for a very long period of time. Then the second thing, of course, the BMI and the body composition is the best weight indicator. So if your BMI is a bit slightly off and you're trying to lose weight, then this video is for you. If you've also been trying to lose weight and you've been losing the weight and then you gain it back, you lose, you gain, and you're tired and you're like, okay, this now needs to stop, I need to maintain a steady weight. The weight loss cycle can be very mentally draining because it brings about some esteem issues, it brings about some psychological issues, it might also bring about some health issues. Unfortunately, the body will still try and recover its previous weight even if it was unhealthy. That is the adaptive mechanism of the body. I am going to take us through some of the best tips that you can use to make sure that you lose the weight and you maintain the weight. So reason number one why you're not maintaining the weight loss, let's say you've been on a weight loss program, a physical activity regime, and your gym trainer, nutritionist, they gave you a meal plan, you adhere to it for like 6 months, you go to your ideal weight, the weight that you want, then you go back to eating the way you used to. Kibazoo, yeah? This is a problem because you've lost the weight. That is a fact. The second fact is your body needs less fuel. The third fact, you're also trying to adjust. You want to fight the bodies and show it that this is the weight that you want to maintain. And then you go back to eating the way you were, your previous portions, previous habits. What will happen? You will definitely immediately gain back the weight. Especially someone will tell you, after working out, I lose the weight, then I gain back the weight even more. I get more kilos. If you've attained a healthy BMI, for most people, an intake of between 1800 to 2500 kilocalories per day are usually more than enough. When you're planning your meals, factor the fact that you also need less calories. You need to remember that the body will try so much to try and go back to its previous weight. Your metabolism will go slow. Your hormones will be all over. If weight loss lowers leptin production, the body is trying to make you eat more so that you can gain back to its normal used weight. Some of the things that you can do to beat this, you can try to make sure that you eat meals as healthy as possible. You're not going to stay hungry because your ghrelin hormone is elevated, your leptin levels are low. So you'll even feel dizzy when you're not eating. You'll just start constant. You can't stop thinking about food. You're thinking about the rice that you left in the fridge at home. You're at work, but you're thinking about the cafeteria guy, the way they make very nice ugali and nyama choma or ugali and some matumbo. Your body will be trying to make you eat. This period can even be 1 year after the weight loss. That is why I usually tell people when you're starting a weight plan, you need to make sure that it is as healthy and as sustainable as it can possibly be. No fads. Fads will just get you to these triggers fast. Control that by taking healthy meals, making sure that in your reach, you don't have the processed foods like the instant noodles, soda, cakes with mandazis. In your reach, you have things like the fruits. A fruit has fiber, other micronutrients, so it will also help your body to ease down and cool down. Also do your healthy fats. They are more filling. An avocado, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, fish, do omena, cod liver oil supplement, snack on nuts. You get fuller for longer. Satiety is improved. You can keep off food intake for a while longer. So the second reason that you're not losing weight is stress. Stress is very, very bad. You might be having metabolic stress, psychological stress, financial, or even emotional stress. When you're in a stressful condition, the body adapts by producing cortisol. Cortisol is supposed to increase energy so that the body can utilize it when it's in that stressful condition. There's increased conversion of glycogen from the liver so that you can release glucose in terms of energy, and this increases insulin production, like the fat storage hormone. You get the weight gain. Manage your stress. I know it can be hard. It is usually easier said than done. Talk to a person, talk to a specialist, psychologist, psychiatrist, talk to a friend. You can run, you can meditate, you can walk. If music calms your soul, try listening to good music. Even watch a series. You try to keep off your head as as it can from the stressors. The third reason why you're gaining the weight back is you stop working out. It's very, very common. You go to the gym, you sign up, you're psyched up, you've joined a fitness group on Facebook, social media, and then you work out, you're like, this thing is giving me results. Then since it has given you results, the next year you decide, okay, you're not going to the gym anymore. What will happen? Exercise is not necessarily for weight loss, but it will help you in maintaining the weight loss. It will help you with weight loss. Slightly, it will help with your basal metabolic rate, but if you stop it, what happens? You remember what you have said, that the body will bring up adaptive measures. It will even slow down metabolism so that it can try and cushion itself as much as it can against this thing that you're giving it to lose weight. You see, when your body is trying to work against you maintaining the weight loss, and you want to go and then stop working out, your metabolism will slow down. You might even be eating the healthiest that you have been all your life, and then you'll still gain the weight. Keep up with the exercise. In fact, if you have a routine, you're supposed to be changing workout routine every 3 months. Don't stick to one routine all the time. Go talk to your gym instructor, adjust, challenge your body. Before the body can actually get the idea that this is the way that you're supposed to stay in, you need to work as hard as you can to maintain it. This is why it is even very, very possible for someone to go for lipo, and then after 6 months or even 3 months, they gain back all the weight. Or review your plans, readjust until the body can be comfortable that this is the way that you're supposed to be. Fourth reason is you're not taking care of your protein needs. When you start a weight loss plan, you usually target losing fat and gaining muscles or building muscles. We don't want to be skinny, we want to be healthy. And when you lose the fat, you start building the muscle, then you go easy on your protein. During the weight loss period, you are like soaking on your diet. You would wake up in the morning, do a protein shake, maybe do rice and lentils, maybe eggs. You will take care of your protein needs. Now that you've lost the weight, you've lost the inches on the waist, you become comfortable. Now you start overloading on your carbohydrates. You don't prioritize your protein intake again. It's a lifestyle. If it becomes too restrictive, it will not be sustainable. Let your diet plan be as flexible as it can be and be as healthy as it can be while at it. Take care of your protein needs so that you build a muscle, maintain it too. Don't legeza on the protein intake. Of course, the best source of protein we have is animal, but we are trying to reduce intake of animal proteins. Why? Unless you're actually ill, your body can handle it, provided you don't overdo it. The thing here is moderation. The fifth reason why you're finding it so hard to maintain the weight loss is you don't have a sleep routine. You can sleep today, stay 48 hours without sleeping, sleep for like 3 or 4 hours. Have a sleep routine. It's very, very important. First, because of management of stress. Stress triggers production of cortisol, triggers production of energy, glucose, fat storing, weight gain. Lack of sleep affects your brain function, affects how your decisions are made. It also affects your hormones. There's a lot of imbalances coming up. There's imbalances in terms of we have the leptin, we have the insulin, and we have the ghrelin. The normal sleep pattern that allows you to sleep at least 7 to 9 hours a day, that is at night, you will produce more leptin and less ghrelin. When you're sleep deprived, there is distraction in terms of how your body is working, how your neurotransmitters are working, how your hormones are working, and this will affect your food choices. So you'll find yourself snacking at midnight. If you're not sleeping like these hours that you're supposed to be asleep, then it becomes a problem. If you're working night shift, you can also try to adapt or to adjust your routine to that. Cover your window curtains, make sure that they are dark, create a dark environment so that you can sleep. The reason number 6 that you're gaining the weight back. You went off the meal plan. When you were starting the weight loss program or the weight loss journey, maybe you sat down with a dietitian or a nutritionist. He or she put for you a meal plan that was supposed to help you maintain a certain amount of weight loss per month or per week. After you've lost the weight, it's 6 months, 3 months or 4 months into it, and you're like, don't work with a fat diet because they are restrictive in terms of nutrients, minerals, so your body will definitely fight you back. If you start a fat diet today, I am assuring you, you will lose the weight after 6 weeks. You will gain it all back, maybe even more, because your body now will be shocked. It will be like, this person does not want good things for us. Don't do fads. No fads at all. Reason number 7 for the weight gain is poor gut health. The stomach, how your microbia, the balance between the good and the bad bacteria, how they work, they affect metabolism, the digestion, they affect utilization, they affect absorption, they even affect your hormones. With poor dietary consumptions like high intakes of sugar, high intakes of salt, high intakes of processed and refined carbohydrates, low intakes of fiber, low intakes of fermented foods. All this, they usually increase the bad bacteria, and the bad bacteria affect the nutrient metabolism or nutrient utilization negatively. When this happens, you'll start having crazy craving. You're craving for sugar, for salty foods, the fried foods. All this is an indication that your gut health is not functioning well. To take care of your gut, always take a probiotic or a prebiotic supplement, and you can always increase your intake of fiber, both soluble and non-soluble fibers. Take your cabbages, the cucumbers, spinach, kundes, all your green leafy vegetables. Take your carrots, combine your and then do whole grains. Whole grains are rich in fiber, they are rich in other micronutrients. Support your gut. protect your gut. When you support and protect your gut, it will definitely work for you. That is something that you cannot avoid if you want to maintain your weight loss. Have a very healthy gut. It is great for inflammation, immunity. It improves your immune function. It improves inflammatory markers. Prioritizing your gut health is very, very important. Please, let's do it. The reason number 8 where you might be gaining the weight back immediately is you might be on medication like steroids, like the painkillers, migraines, like hormonal birth controls, all this medication that you've started a routine and then you start gaining the weight. Of course, you're not supposed to go off the medicine. Consult, air your concerns about weight gain, and then see if there's an alternative that you can use. If one method of birth control gives you the weight gain, you can always get an alternative. The other reason that you might be gaining the weight back, of course, it's alcohol. Alcohol to many can also be a very sensitive topic. Kenyans don't want you to talk about the alcohol. Overconsumption of alcohol is very, very bad for your weight. Alcohol is metabolized in the liver. You overwork in the liver. Alcohol also affects how your body metabolizes other nutrients like the B vitamins, the carbohydrates and such, because alcohol is a toxin. So your body will first prioritize digestion of this alcohol. The liver has to work on it so that it can be removed from your body, so that it can now start working on the food that you've given your body. Indefinitely, you're going to slow down your metabolism with overconsumption of alcohol. Control the amounts that you're taking in per day, per week, and per month. There's the addiction levels. If you're there, work slowly. Go easy on yourself. If you do like 8 or you do like Zinga, reduce to half. Take in water. Reduce on the fatty foods. Prioritize healthier meals. As you affect the body with the slowed metabolism, you don't also affect it with giving it bad foods again to overwork the liver, and you've already done that with alcohol. There's no benefit of taking alcohol in your body. There's a safe limit. It can help you reduce stress. It can help you relax a bit. Like taking a glass of wine every now and then won't harm anyone. A beer here and there. Now the problem comes with overindulgence. And then take water in between your drinks. The kidneys can flush it out. Dance if you can. I'm not encouraging intake of alcohol. Alcohol is bad. Just stop it. The last reason I'm going to talk about is you've stopped overeating, you've done a very nice meal plan, and now you've decided to drink your calories. You're drinking your sodas, your tea with sugar, coffee with sugar, your lattes with sugar. You even add honey on lemonades. Anyone that is doing a plan for you on weight loss, they will usually encourage intake of healthy fluids. I've decided, okay, I was told I can drink. You go and do tea, cream. I do coffee with cream and sugar. The shakes, they reduce the intake. Sugar is very, very toxic. It will definitely be the next topic. Sugar is a poison. Sugar feeds cancer cells, affects your liver. Sugar is bad. You need to reduce on the intake of the sugary drinks. If you have to do a sugary drink, do a natural fruit juice. And then make sure that you take in plain water. Hydrate enough. As I promised earlier, I was going to do a simple meal plan. When you wake up in the morning, you need to take 2 glasses of water to kickstart your metabolism. So take your 2 glasses. Maybe go for a run. If you're feeling very, very hungry, take an apple, take a banana. In the morning, you don't have to always take tea, but you can always do a fruit shake or a protein shake. You can always add collagen in your protein shakes. You can always add whey protein. You can always add a protein shake when you go to work. Between the time you've left for work, that is around maybe 7:38, have a bottle of water. Drink your water. Before you go for your tea break, always drink your water. It will help you reduce the quantities that you're taking in. Plan for a workout at least 30 to 60 minutes a day. Even after the weight loss, review your workout and your meal plan every 3 months, and then plan your diet with intake of good quality protein, intake of moderate or low carbohydrates. In weight management, usually say what you eat, the quantities you eat, and the time you eat matter. Watch what you're eating, portions, and even the healthy foods. Of course, you're not going to count calories, but just watch on your portion and always do your water properly. How many times or what time you eat also matter. Do not eat like you're a growing baby and you're just going to the office to sit the whole day. You're just staying in the house the whole day. After you wake up in the morning, maybe you do your chores 1, 2, 3, then you're done. You want to start eating like a growing baby. You want to eat in the morning at 8, you want to eat at 10, you want to eat at 1, you want to eat at 4, and you want to eat at 7 or 8. That is a lot of times for someone who's just there and you're not growing. The normal growth curve of life. So when you're a baby, you need all the nutrients. When you're growing between infancy to teenagehood to early adulthood, the body demands nutrients for growth and development. But once you get to adulthood, you don't need so much. You're setting your set weight. The nutrient requirements decline and the body can be comfortable with just like 3 meals a day. It's okay. After 14, there is the tendency of slowing down. When this happens and then you're still eating like you used to eat in your 20s, what will happen? Of course, you'll gain the weight. It will be harder for you to lose the weight. So make sure that you readjust your meal plans every now and then. And if you've lost the weight, you talk to your dietitian to adjust your plans. And if you need a dietitian to work on your meal plans, reviewing your current meal plans, we do that. Feel free to contact us. We'll be more than glad to help you. Thanks for listening.